Never a dull day. We got some more leaks about the DJI Air 3. And it's exciting stuff. I mean, when you think about it, you're actually getting these two cameras, a 24mm and a 70mm, on a smaller, lighter, cheaper drone. How do you explain it? Now DJI can offer you this technology in a smaller package? Well, not quite. There's a catch to everything. And in today's video, I'm gonna explain what that catch is based upon the new leaks that we just saw released. Are you ready? Buckle up, because this one's not gonna be pretty. So that's your wide angle lens. It's pretty much gonna look like this, or like what I would say is the Mini 3. Similar kind of concept, but then you're also gonna get that 3x. See above the 1x, there's a 3. Hit that 3, boom. This is what you're gonna get too. So you're gonna get some nice zoom. You need some zoom in your life. So basically what you're doing is taking away the 7x zoom, but you still have the 3, which is not bad. And you got the wide angle similar to this, which is your typical drone shot. See, I got two main pillars on the bridge there. When I jump to the 3x, it helps me to focus, helps me to lock in, and there's no quality loss because it's an optical telephoto lens. So that means they're using glass to pretty much what you would say zoom, even though it's not a zoom lens. They're using a different focal length in the glass to give you a closer view. So you get a closer view without sacrificing quality like digital zoom. When you zoom in and you bring that same image and you crop that image in, you lose quality. This is no quality because you're not pulling in the pixels. This is the glass and the optics actually giving you this quality, and you're getting the same thing with the Air 3. So what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly be bad about this? And this drone's going to be affordable. From what I'm hearing, it's somewhere between $1,000 to $1,600 for the full kit. That's not bad. It's $1,600 just to get started with the Mavic 3 Classic. And you have no telephoto lens, not a 3x telephoto, not a 7x telephoto. You get none of the two with the Classic. But here, you'll get this with the Air 3. You'll get the same 40-something minutes flight time. You get two cameras, one wide angle and one telephoto 3x. This sounds like a great deal, and the whole Fly More package is even less than the Classic. That's insane. That's a really, really good deal. But there's always a but. Well, the first but is no 7x. So if you need that 7x in your life, you can get a Mavic 3. But the Mavic 3 will only give you the 7x, which I'm on right now, and the 1, which I'm switching to right now. You will not get the 3. So it's one extreme to the other. There's no 3x middle of the ground. So yes, you can get the original Mavic 3, but you got no middle ground. And that original Mavic 3 is still $2,300. Or step down a few $100 and you get portability and you get two cameras. What could possibly be wrong with that? The 70mm is a 2.8 aperture, so similar to what this is a 2.8 aperture. If you look at the bottom, it says bottom right on the 3x, it says f2.8, and you cannot adjust that. Again, you cannot adjust that, so it's basically the same camera. And then when you go to the main camera, which is the wide angle, which is the 24mm, that's a f1.7. When you go to the main camera on this, look, I'll go to the main camera here. The fastest this can go is 2.8. So you get an even faster aperture. It means you let more light into that camera. So is it a better camera? Is it an upgrade from this one? You're thinking, hey, I got a faster aperture. Yeah, you have a faster aperture, but it's not adjustable. Look, I can go from 2.8 to 3.2 to 3.5. I'm adjusting my aperture. You won't be able to do that. You'll be stuck at f1.7. which is really fast. But if you need to close that aperture up for any reason at all, you're gonna need ND filters. Whereas here, I can darken the image, look at the image on my screen without ND filters. So this has more flexibility, but that one has a faster aperture. Now you're thinking, listen, I need more light, especially when flying in the night. So a faster aperture is better. I'll get better night shots, right? Well, there's always a catch. There's always a catch. And guess what? You will always get what you're paying for. And what you're paying for is a smaller sensor. It does not even have a 1-inch sensor. And that means that pretty much still preserves the Air 2S, because the Air 2S and its 1-inch sensor can still appeal to people who are really, really big on image quality, because it has a smaller sensor. From what I'm hearing, both cameras have a 1/1.3-inch sensor, which is smaller than a 1-inch sensor, and is basically the equivalent to what you would find on the Mini 3. So basically they're using 2 Mini 3 camera sensors and they're putting different lenses on it. You're just not getting the Mavic 3 Pro image quality. Now don't get me wrong, if you're shooting internet stuff and it's daytime, even a little low light like this is still gonna look great. Let's get some 1x in your life. Now let's get some 3x in your life so you could see the difference. Man, that 3x pulled that city in a lot. So it's a lot of compression in there. You're gonna get similar shots. If you're a hobbyist, if you're a casual flyer, you're not trying to dump a whole bunch of money into a Mavic 3 Pro because number one, it's bigger. Maybe you like to travel a little bit more. You're not that professional, you're not doing big gigs, but you want some zoom and flexibility and compression in your life. See how I pulled the city from the back closer? Now you could see the city even better. That's the compression. Now you get some compression in your life. If you want that, then yeah, this is a great drone and I highly recommend it. But for me, selling my Evo Light, thank God I did not sell my Evo Light, because number one, I already have a Pro, which has all 3 cameras with a bigger sensor on the main camera, so I can do high quality work with it. And on top of that, I've got 7X in my life. There's no main reason for me to run out and get the Air 3. So you're probably thinking, but X, you made a video a few days ago. If you haven't seen that video, check it out here, talking about how you're gonna get the Air 3. Now what happened? Well, that's because I thought that the main camera, I knew it had 2 cameras, a telephoto and a main, but I thought the main would be a 1-inch sensor, and it's not. So for me, it's not really a deal breaker, but there's no reason for me to run out and get it. I am not flying anything unless it's got a 1-inch sensor or larger. A mini drone, yes. I'll live without a 1-inch sensor on a mini drone because it's mini, it's compact. I understand that. You know, I need to fit in tight spaces and stuff like that. I get it. But any decent mid-size to large-size drone, I cannot step down below a 1-inch sensor, especially since the Air 2S already had a 1-inch sensor in it. I just can't step down. Now, if these leaks are wrong and DJI does drop a 1-inch sensor in there, of course, I'm gonna snag that bad boy up. But if not, I'm not saying it's a bad drone. I'm just saying it's not for me. It might be for you, might be a great drone for you. And now that it's got the new controller that has the external antennas and the OcuSync 4, which is gonna be a little bit better than the OcuSync 3, it could be a great deal for you if you're a casual flyer or you're not willing to spend that money on the Mavic 3 Pro. It's a perfect middle of the ground. However, I will say that by DJI not putting a 1-inch sensor in that Air 3 has me thinking that next year, like clockwork, 1 year from now, they might bring out the Air 3S with a 1-inch sensor on board. The other thing that really discouraged me, that might have compelled me a little bit, I can't say it would have made me purchase the Air 3, but even if they put the 1/1.3 as your main wide angle camera with the f1.7, which is really good, had they put an adjustable aperture on that 1/1.3 wide angle 24mm from f1.7 to f11 or f10, that would have been real compelling. I'm not gonna lie, that would have been real compelling, but they didn't. They left it at a fixed aperture, and I'm sorry, when I go up in the air, I need a drone with an adjustable aperture. The portability is not that important to me, and even if I really do need portability, I have a Mini 3. That's the way I analyze it. That's the way I look at it. Not that this is a bad drone, not that you should not go out and get it. I actually highly recommend this drone to anyone who's not willing to pay for the Mavic 3 Pro. So there you go. There you have it. Hopefully the rumors are wrong. It's a 1-inch sensor. I'm running out on buy it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, because I want to know what you guys are thinking. I've shared my thoughts and my plans. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know. Make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and make sure you become a patron. It's like texting me on Patreon. When you type in something and hit send, it comes straight to my phone and I can respond just like somebody texting me. It's a great way to support the channel. It's only $1 a month. That's $12 a year. You get direct access to me. I can answer your questions. I can help you out in any which way that I can. With that being said, I'm gonna bring this bad boy right back home and let's land. I will say this much, guys. This drone is it is a joy to fly. It is a joy to have these 3 camera options in your life. And if you can get 2, I say take it 2, as long as those 2 are good enough for you. With that being said, guys, I will catch you well whenever I can.